Big tech is under a lot of regulatory scrutiny. Big tech deals are under scrutiny. What's the status of the deal? What have your conversations with regulators been like?
I kind of come at this that big deals should be scrutinized, right? I think that's the role of regulators, why they're in place. I feel good about the progress that we've been making, asking good, hard questions about, okay, what is our intent? What does this mean? If you play it out over 5 years, is this constricting a market? I feel good about it.
So you're confident the deal is going to happen?
I've never done a $70 billion deal, so I don't know what my confidence means. I will say the discussions that we've been having seem positive, and we're actively engaged in the conversations, trying to be transparent about what our motivations are.
Well, Activision specifically is facing a lot of challenges here. There have been lawsuits, there have been employee walkouts, there have been accusations of sexual harassment, sexual assault. How much did that concern you when you were thinking about this deal?
We had access to data from the company before we announced the acquisition to see what the actual numbers were in terms of reports. We definitely as a team signed up to say, just like we're on our own journey with Xbox, that we're going to expand that journey if this deal closes. It's a lot of people and a lot of people that will feel very dedicated to and committed to building a great workplace environment for them. That's true of any of our studios, right? But it's obviously a conversation that you're going to have. You think about the board of Microsoft, and when they're thinking about the deal and they're typing into their search engine, Activision, what are the headlines that they're coming back? And there were questions that we had. We've learned from this. We will continue to learn. And we're committed to that journey, not only for the betterment of our teams, but our customers, the creators on our platform. We think it's critical to our business success that we make progress here.
Is Bobby Kotick going to stay on?
Yeah, I'm not in a position to make comments about their leadership team. We're in the regulatory phase and how that will close. Like when the deal closes, then we have say in how they're managed and how it goes. But until that point, I'm not really in a position to say.
There have been very specific allegations of Bobby being aware of things that happened and not reporting it to the board. What has he communicated to you about what he knew, what he didn't know?
The discussions we've had were about the teams, where they're at, can they make the progress they need to make, because the closing is a long process. Are they putting in the work that they need to put in to move along their journey? And I believe they're committed to that. When I look at the work that they're doing now, there's always more that can be done.
Activision has divisions that are unionizing, and I know Microsoft has said they'll recognize those unions. What does that look like?
I've never run an organization that has unions in it. But what I can say in working through this is we recognize workers' needs to feel safe and heard and compensated fairly in order to do great work. So we thought it was important to make a public statement on that front for workers that are there that are making decisions about their employment and how they want to, what that relationship looks like, to understand what it would mean if Microsoft was able to close the deal.